Good day, friends. Miloa here, and today's adventure starts with Coroner and Zitrigan, Chapter 8 Further Secrets. Let's go. Before the attack, Nar became very excited, and no amount of calming words from Frethgeir could settle him. He moved from shelf to shelf in a certain section of the library, and in his agitated state, I could not even get his attention. I will point out to you the shelves. Perhaps this time you will find some relevant information that will help us get to the bottom of our mysterious dwarf. The shelves are on the upper level on the north side of the library. Oh, there are some untidy bookshelves. Let's go check it out. You found a stack of loose papers, yellowed with age, which seemed to have been placed back onto the shelf randomly, with no regard for keeping them in order. And in the last month, a great number of the supports have fallen, giving rise to much concern among the dwarves who have stalls in Ziggleljabal. A dozen of our stonemasons were directed to repair the supports, and trade should resume shortly. With these stonemasons went several wagons of material, chiefly unearthed stone, but also a number of fine gems, a gift to the dwarfs at Cashel. We will see how hotly burn their forges, and if they can work the gemstones into their craft as well as we are able. Judging from the stable state of the next page, it is even older, and only a few words can still be read. Time we lost one of our own to the forbidden halls. They should seal it away and forget it was ever delved. You have found some pages which have been hastily torn from a larger volume, perhaps a diary or record of events, and seem to be only a few years old. Surprisingly cold for March. Our friend the ranger came by again today, and we spoke for a time about the situation in the north. His chief is on some errand to Mirkwood, but it seems to me that Dugon knows a little of it as well. Nar has been in high spirits lately. I think he likes receiving visitors, though he does not always recognize them for who they are. Still, it seems to me he enjoys the company. He does spend a great deal of time in the mine. I only accompany him occasionally, but there are only so many times I can see Thorin's stone house standing empty before the melancholy is too much. Nar sees it as it was, I think, so I am content to let him visit it by himself. These periods give me time to write in my book, which is fine by this dwarf. I think tomorrow I will walk down to the coombe and see about picking more of the herbs I have read about. Perhaps I will make that brew after all. It will be nice to have Nar to talk to again. You found a book of which the cover is missing, as are many of the pages, but it has been recently read and was clearly put back carelessly. But the beast returned that night, and the walls all around shook with the sound of its fury. The doors were barred, but the bars went with each mighty crash of the creature's bulk, and cracks began to appear along their lengths. "We must return its youngling," cried Sailor over the din, and he leapt forward, knocking aside the warriors that braced the door with their bodies. The first bar gone, and the second. "No, Siller!" they shouted, but it was too late. The third bar fell to the floor, and Siller threw open the door. Old Stone Tooth was through the doorway in seconds. Siller was trampled underfoot, along with many good dwarfs that spoke against the capture of Pibblewart. It availed them nothing in the end. Stone Tooth thundered down the length of the hall, braying for her young, and then answering bleat. It drew her down side passages and steep stairways, the flagstones cracking beneath her great weight. The dwarfs freed Pebblewart from his cage, and many of them ran. Those that witnessed the reunion of mother and child did not survive to tell of it. But the next day, when the dwarfs ventured back to those broken halls, all was empty. Old Stonetooth and Pebblewart were never seen in those caverns again, and none know where they went. But it is still said today, when the earth shakes, that Pebblewart is running beneath the mountains, expressing joy at his freedom, carving great channels into the walls of the deepest caves with his golden horn. Let's go talk to Nar.
Oh, that was quite a battle, was it not?
Ah, it is a long time since Uruks dared to show their faces here. I must tell Thror when he comes back.
I do not know what interest Nar could have in these topics.
Nar could have in this variety of topics, Miloa. A list of repairs at the dwarf hold in the White Mountains, a page from Frithger's journal, and the story of some beast, likely more tale than true. I can think of no common thread to tie these together, just as I could not the last time we tried to make sense of the dwarf's curious behavior. Return to Helbrad and tell him that, for now, Zitragund is safe from the Uruks. You should be able to find him among the huts on the western side of Lanuk. Okay, let's take a look at the map. He's over there. I am gonna use a coin. Just because I don't feel like riding.
I have bad news. We have found Ergathorn. He is dead.
This show is possible because of your support and encouragement. Become a patron and get access to more amazing content and see your name here in the credits. Thanks for watching.